to another episode of New Game Plus for Final Fantasy. Hey Elvy, sorry I'm a little late. I'm like 1 minute late. Oh no. Whatever will I do? I might as well just punch myself in the face. But yes, I not everyone is impressed with the new villain, but we'll see. Anyway, hi everyone! Hey, how are you guys today? One more time, hello Elvy. We just had a very sad moment that happened, and then we had to leave off there. So Calosa's been staying a little by and watching over Alfie over here. Little sad boy, being sad. It's okay, Alfie. We'll find something. We'll find out some way to help everyone. Yeah, it's okay, kid. It's okay. Uh-oh, Alphino has reached a decision. I hope it's not that he's gonna start crying on my shoulder. I must ask that you not breathe a word of this to any of the others at the Rising Stones, especially Flamine. I will brief Tataru on what we have learned, as well as Urianger. He may have insight on what the word told us. As for you, Calosa, after all you have done, I would say you have earned a rest. But speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from Sir Aymeric while you were away. It would seem he is planning a ceremony of some sort, and would like you to attend. He did not divulge the details, preferring instead to speak in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit. Sounds like a plan. At the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. Well, now I don't have to worry so much. Where am I doing again? Alright, I'm going to Foundation. Yeah, we left right where we lost Minfilia and made everyone cry. Oh boy, we're heroes! Oh, we got someone else doing who knows exactly what to do. Wear a bikini and then just AFK shivering. Beautiful. Chef kiss. Aymeric! It's time for more Aymeric. Oh, by the way, am I okay? I don't know. For some reason, it sounds like to my ears, it sounds like my voice is a little weird. I don't know. Anyway. Mistress Whispersong, the Lord Commander left instructions that you were to be shown inside. Yes, I shall go into the seat of the Lord Commander. Okay. I have these new headphones, the ones that like go directly into my ears, so my voice sounds echoey in my...
A pleasure to see you again, my friend.
Yeah.
I take it you received our invitation.
I did receive your invitation. I don't know how Alphino got it when we were... whatever. Continue.
Good, good. You of all people should be present.
Present to what, may I ask?
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst.
Hi, Aymeric. Elvy, please, let him talk. Let him talk.
Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event.
Thanks, Helone.
The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope.
I'm just saying, I'm saying that was probably because it was the gods who did it.
Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our people.
Yeah, sounds great. Hi, Aqua. I'm glad you've been enjoying 14 so far. We need to set you up with our Discord. Huh?
You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend.
I'm sure Elvy is invited too, as well as Ayonica. It's the
But
plural
I confess
you.
that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance. Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire, but if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
Aymeric!
Tis nothing. Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen.
Sir, Mr. Aymeric, please just sit down. It's okay. You can sit down.
It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead.
Yeah, because if this doesn't work out, then, oof. We're gonna have the war all over again.
I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest.
Oh, Falcon's Nest sounds good.
Lucia is there, seeing to the final preparations, even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. It would not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all.
Guest of honors, it's okay. Sounds like a plan. All right,
and one more thing.
What?
A drink. We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Aymeric, you know I'm bonded, right? I'm just making sure that you know this. Gonna flash it a little. So, if we do, it's gonna be as, like, friends, you know? Okay? Okay. Okay, bye. You know what? I do need some time to myself. Oh, man. I hope that was the plural you again. Elvy's invited. They're just gonna come, and I'll just be a third wheel. Sounds like a plan. Temple tap. You know what? I'm gonna fly in. Let's fly in. It's gonna be super cool. Oh. I've been having Naughty Nanka around for a while. What do I have this time? Enkidu. It's been a while, Enkidu. Porter. Let's head to Falcon's Nest. You met Eden Papalimo. You fought that statue. Yeah, that golem monster. You're level 14 in Lancer, but 20 in Botanist. Yeah! Wonderful! Oh, man. See, I'm telling you, that 14 is fun. We've got a good story, but let's be honest. It's the gathering that makes you go, just forget about the world. There are people who are angry because back in 1.0 you could literally get a gatherer to level like 50, and they would be your like main adventuring character. They even had attacks like throw stone and stuff. So like you could actually just like fight monsters as a gatherer, and like some people are a little sad that they have to level up like an actual disciple of war. Oh hey, we got something up here. What's up, Lucia? It's a wall. Oh look, there's people working on it. That's cool. What? Jadelyn, please don't stand in the lady's way. What's up, Lucia? Yeah! Aqua is playing a Lancer right now because Gridania is the best starting city. Everyone needs to start in Gridania. Got him. The Lord Commander said you would come, Calosa. Well, I said that I was supposed to be around here and hang out with peeps. As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. I did! There were people up there! It conceals a relief that will be unveiled during the conference. The Masons labor day and night to see it is finished on schedule. Sir Aymeric wanted a symbol which would endure long after this conference is concluded. I think he will be pleased with the result. It was not my war, but I made it mine. And to see it draw closer to a resolution fills me with a strange hope. His faith is infectious, is it not? The certainty that we can be better than we are. Forgive me, I am rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go. Rest. I will not keep you. Oh yeah, you've been playing Ocarina, and you like being with the Kokiri people. Let's be honest, Forest is always best place. I agree. This is so true. But then again, I have played Ocarina of Time too many times as well, so... I seem to be looking for something to do. Can I help? Can I help? If you would rather not take a rest, then why not take a walk around Falcon's Nest? Make your presence known to the people and so forth. In addition to those who have come from far and wide to attend the ceremony, you may meet Lords Artoriel and Amanalaine, who have graciously volunteered their services. They should be glad to see you. Now, if you will excuse me, I must needs return to my duties. Yes, of course. Sorry, Ms. Lucia. Go ahead. Here's a low-born Ute. Hello, low-born Ute. You're low-born, but you seem to have made well for yourself. You're dressed in a nice coat. Do you know when everything's set to begin? I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come early and find a spot with a great view. When I heard that Sir Aymeric was planning to make a speech, I knew I couldn't miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often do we get heroes like that in this day and age? And he's more than a fighter, too. He's a thinker, he is. He's got plans to better all of our lives, to change things. And he'll do it by the Fury. Me and my friends and family, we all believe he can do it. Aww. Highborn merchant. Oh, I passed someone right by the other way. I suppose we came a bit early, didn't we? Nevertheless, better early than late. Oh, it's an Amanalaine and Honoroi! Hey, Honoroi, what's up?
I'll do my utmost to keep him out of trouble, but I may require your assistance later.
Ah, still there, old girl. This really isn't the time. Wow, okay, Amanalaine. Whoa. Hey, Redwald! I'm glad to see that the rumors were true. Well met, Mistress Whispersong, and fear not. I have no intention of begging your aid with this or that. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is that one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans. As I recall, Vidofnir may pass directly over their encampment. Last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman attempting to slay a Dravanian ambassador at a peace conference. Oh, yeah, that would kind of suck, wouldn't it? There was one more over here. Oh, it's Roth! He was the guy we helped kill the ice sprites. Bloody exciting, isn't it? Not just peace with the dragons, but with all of them heretics besides. Don't misunderstand, we've all got a healthy fear being bathed in dragonfire. That being said, the heretics did far more to hinder our efforts here than in the past, so hearing that we're close to a reconciliation comes as a great relief. Yeah, everyone's happy. And here's Artoriel. I missed him the first time. Sorry, Artoriel. We can talk now, though. Weird Stonecutter. I think that he's part of this as well. I could talk to him. More and more folk are drifting into Falcon's Nest. Most ain't sure what to expect, I reckon. Quite frankly, neither am I. Oh, never mind. This is just a lady. I'm a lady. Sorry. Sorry, Artoriel. I passed right by you. How much has changed since we fought alongside each other in the vault? If you had told me that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you a naive fool. Yet here we are, prepared to make that fantasy a reality. And here I am, laboring to make it so. It's good to see you this way. Huh? Oh, hey, Lucia. Lord Artoriel, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service? Some of the convictors are refusing to stand down. The majority were willing to do so, but a small party have instead pledged to engage any Dravonians bound for Falcon's Nest. Fury take me! They would defy Sir Americ's commands if they dare attack Vidofnir. It will not come to that. But to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a Lord of House Forton present. I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But ere we do, I must ask, would you look after Amanolaine while I am away? As you know, he has ever been an impulsive, changeable child, but recently he seems to have been suffering from a bout of melancholy. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with guard duty, a simple but honorable charge, likely to expose him to danger given the presence of so many other knights. Unlikely to expose him to danger, given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has taken no interest, and I fear he may abandon his post in my absence. All I ask is that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausting though that may be. Sure, I can handle babysitting. Thank you, my friend. I promise we will not be long. Alrighty, Haty Doodle. I heard I'm gonna try Arcanist later, but Lancer's been fun so far. But Hillel is gonna be a Reaper when you reach Endwalker. Fun fact, they've changed it so all you have to do is hit 70. You don't even have to be in Endwalker. You just have to have gotten a character to 70 and you can start it. Yeah! Isn't that great, Aqua? Yeah, isn't that great? I love how they've done that. Hello, Amanolaine. I'm rather busy at the moment, old girl, guarding this tavern, as it were. Oh, I see now, Lord Artoriel. Oh, Artoriel! Thought I might be derelict in my duties, eh? The nerve of my brother to question my dedication! But since you are here, mayhap I can put you to proper use. The wasteland beyond the walls must be kept safe for travelers, yet I have been forbidden from leaving Falcon's Nest. It wouldn't do for our esteemed guests to be devoured by wolves, oh no! Yet that is precisely what will happen if we do not cull the roaming packs. Your map, if I may, right there. Those are the points our scouts marked for patrol. I'll leave you to it, old girl. Come, Honoroy, I must return to my rounds. What the? Oh dear. Do be careful, milady. Honoroy, you be careful too. I hope that wasn't a way for me to get away so that he can run off somewhere. But if there are actual wolves, I don't want people to get eaten. Yeah, the Reaper is looking really nice. I'm excited for when it happens. I may not do it immediately. It's not going to be my new main, but who knows? It might be my new melee main over Ninja. I don't know. Question mark. All right, destination. Wolf packs, come out wherever you are. Ghost wolves. Ghost wolves. You take the alpha. I'll take the others. Good job. That's using the old noggin. Any more? Oh, there it is. Bloop. Cannot execute command while jumping. I wasn't jumping. I was just in the air. Oh, we got 2 ghost whoops this time. Here, Jetlin, I'll let you have this one. Come on, Jetlin. There you go. Kick him right in the neck. Snap it in 2. And Natural, thanks for joining us. Oh, also, yeah, now that Calosa is friends with the Nath, now she has a cute little, what was it, Congo Mortar? I always forget this thing's name. Kangamato, that's it, Kangamato. It's the best. I love Kangamatos. There we go. Boink. I killed the wolves, and it looks like you haven't gotten yourself killed either. Nice work. Calosa Whispersong, Wolves is Bane. Pleases me to inform you that I have completed my rounds as well, and all is well within Falcon's Nest. Oh, and there was a grizzled fellow looking for you. You know, the one that made the arsonist confess. Clever one, that. Thancred, was it? He was asking after you. Anyway, once I noticed the garish weapons he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes, this one here. If you hurry, he might still be there. Okay. You still okay there? Terrible imposition though it was, I am relieved that my lord did not think to tend to the wolves by himself. Manolane really does try, but yeah. Sorry, Unnatural, how are you doing today? If you haven't just gone off to lurk, I'd like to ask you. Oh, I went a little too far. I always forget where it is, but there's actually a point in this place that is actually like, what do you say, doesn't have any you can pass right through it. It's really funny. I know you can cut off your head like this, but like there's a part in this wall where you can like literally just phase into it. It's really funny. Hey, good job. Oh hey, you saved the heretics. Stay your weapons. We come in peace. Lady Iceheart told us tales of Vidofnir. If she would trust in Sir Aymeric, then we too would hear what he has to say. But the wolves caught us unawares, and were it not for this man, we would surely have died. Hey, Thancred, good job there. Fancy meeting you here, Calosa. 'Twas fortunate I came when I did. These two would not have fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lord wasted no time in taking advantage of you too, did he? And me, I suppose. Let us return to the Falcon's Nest then, and see what other thrilling tasks he may have for us. I guess you guys can... I have a two-person mount. Okay. Okay, you guys can just walk then. Bye. I do love the beacon at Falcon's Nest. You can actually go up to the very top of it. Whee! I think if you go up to the top here, there's a lookout point. Yeah, but I already have it. In fact, there, what was it? Didn't we show off there's this guy like right here? With a spyglass? Haha, I'm in your way. Sorry, I'm out. Yeah, look at this OSHA like violation. You just open this door, walk out, and there's no railings. You just, like, a slight breeze can knock you over. You know, that's safe. Hey, Thancred. Sorry, I took a detour and came late. It's always the younger one. Every time without fail. Always the younger one. Every time. I know. I was the middle child. And here they are, a pair of gallant heroes if I ever saw them, comrades in arms, united at last. By your selfless sacrifice have you guaranteed the safety of our many guests. On behalf of Ishgard, I thank you both. And with that, there is not left to do but to enjoy our well-earned respite. What's on right have to say? I'm sorry, my lady. I truly am. It's fine. This kid's just being a dork. For those we have lost. Oh, and this should of course go without saying, but let's keep those last few favors between us, yes? Artoriel wouldn't understand. Right then. The first floor of these barracks has been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and have something to eat? For once, a suggestion to which I agree. Go on, Calosa. I will join you anon. Okay, have fun, Thancred. I am still the youngest of three? I don't know. See, you never notice when you're that kind of person. So maybe, and to be honest, a lot of times, people do grow up. And Madeline just still hasn't matured yet. But, like, I remember my little sister. I bet you were a spoiled little boy or girl when you were a kid.
Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment.
What the crap? Why does this lady have voice? Wow, okay. Hi, earnest maid. I will be with me in a moment. You will be with me later. Okay. Wow. I was not expecting that. Okay, bye. Ooh.
Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some color back in them cheeks.
It's okay. I'm always blue. That's fine, lady. Delicious.
Frayed food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all.
It's okay. I still have a million of Elvy's cookies stashed somewhere in my pocket, so I can just eat those.
Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time. After all them years of fighting.
I'm not dissing you, Elvy. I'm happy. I see we're helping this lady out now. Your cookies have saved her work. So it's good. Oh, I'm sorry, Unnatural. That sucks when that happens. I'm super lucky that my parents all loved us like equally. In their own way. I mean, we all had our differences and we needed to each have our own things about it, but sometimes that just happens.
When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here to do my bit.
Oh. What? Yeah, well, I mean, you gave us this nice cocoa, I guess? I don't know if it's beer. It's probably beer. I'll drink some more. Oh, yeah.
My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with him.
Well, you know, I'm sorry that he ended up dying. At least now we're in peace now and no one else has to die. What? I sense the presence of a powerful mark! Ah!
You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest?
A rest? What are you...
After all you've done, I say you've earned it.
What did you do?
Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
Our affairs? That powerful mark was perfect. It really was.
Never your fight.
That was perfect. And she did, Aqua! But an echo. Man, I'm passed out and I still got the echo. Weird. Oh.
My son. They told me he walks in Alone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
So that's why she was voiced. It's all coming together. Batman. The greatest detective.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
Can't let go.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them. They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Aymeric promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I! I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin. All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do. Makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Aymeric and the rest of them are bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Falcon's nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
No. I will not let that happen.
Oh?
They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping.
What napping? What napping? Thancred, what? Oh.
Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Already? I mean, that makes sense, but still. Thancred, did you sense the mark too? What the? What is happening?
brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter.
I'm sorry, I need to take this very seriously, but did she just say the Dravarnians? I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry. The Dravarnians. No, okay, I'm done. Continue. Dravarni.
Remember your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy.
Dravargians? Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Also, this lady is an idiot because we've established that there were 2 factions of dragons. So, like, So yes, there are bad dragons. Bad dragons. There are bad people that want to kill us, but there are good dragons that don't want to eat us. You know what I mean?
Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
I didn't mean to, remember, because this is Calosa's thing, is that she always makes stupid innuendos on accident. I'm sorry. What?
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
How?
Yes, my lord.
See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward.
Oh, we just made it worse.
This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear!
Alteron, you realize that I know pony, right? You do realize that I know pony, right? I'm just saying.
I spit on your choices, nobleman! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
Right in the gut.
What have you done?
Madeline, you idiot!
I only did as you ordered, my lord.
I was only following orders. I didn't...
I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to...
Oh, and now suddenly everyone's gone. Hi, Thancred. I dare say that could not have played out any worse, given that the First Commander and Lord Artorial are not here to take control of the situation. I spoke with a messenger who said they would be returning shortly, but until they do, naught will be done. Lord Amanelaine has retreated to the barracks and was refusing to speak to anyone. Therefore, it falls to us to ensure that order has finally been restored. Come, let us walk the streets and speak with the people. Well... good job, Amanelaine. Are you in here? Are you really? There you are! Absolutely. Just shut down. Oh, this is why. I knew that the stonecutter would be. I heard the rumors that the young lord was a drunken fool. What imbecile thought it would be a good idea to have him run a falcon's nest? Well, I say him and Sir Aymeric take their bloody change and shove it up their arses. I'll not be taken in by that rot again. Yeah, oopsie doodle. They were wrong to resort to violence, but when I heard her speak, her words were as a dagger in my heart. Who are we to decide that enough is enough? That their calls for justice can never be answered? Will this be the end of it, or will there be others like them and the true brothers? Do not care to bear steel against my kinsmen ever again. I do not know if I ever can. Well, now no one wants to have peace anymore. They'd rather have war against dragons because they won't be killing themselves. My wife and I fell while fleeing with the others at first. The chirurgeons tended to our bruises afterwards. Those mad fools have ruined everything, and for what? Thancred, you over here? There he is. Well, what say you? Well, now no one wants peace anymore. So the violence has passed, but the people are far from recovered. This is to be expected. For the moment, it appears that no innocents were harmed by the guards. The blame for all casualties can be placed squarely upon the protesters. Nevertheless, the people will not soon forget the image of a young lordling ordering the public execution of an unarmed protester, one whose words resonated with the hearts of many. After all, who among us has not lost loved ones? Lord Arturiel and the first commander should have returned by now. To the tavern, then. Their first order of business will be to speak with Lord Amanalaine, and I somehow doubt that he has moved an ilm since last we saw him. Jeez. I kind of feel sorry for him, but, I mean... You can never find good help these days. Still saying nothing? Yeah, I wouldn't either. Fury take me, what a disaster. Never should have left. You know what, Arturiel? I probably should have gone and just talked to them, but sorry. My apologies, Calosa. I bear full responsibility for this debacle. There'll be time for that later. I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we know? According to the initial reports, the protest was orchestrated by the young woman with whom Lord Amanalaine ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcon's Nest, posing as servants and guests. Several were taken alive. Others resisted and were struck down. Still others took their own lives. Our forces suffered casualties as well, but by the grace of the Fury, no civilians were seriously injured. Still more remarkably, the ringleader yet lives, for the time being at least. The chirurgeons are doing what they can for her, but she may not live through the night. Oof. Given their impeccable timing, it is like that the convictors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we have detained them for questioning. Be sworn that these villains spent as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as much as we did its success. Well, if the mood of the hamlet is any indication, theirs have been the more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protest, the people seemed disillusioned. They said that they'd rather not fight each other. You spoke with them, then. I see. Sir Aymeric placed his trust in me. It will be difficult to explain what has happened here. Remember how far we have come, First Commander. The people's faith may be shaken, but we convinced them before, and we shall do so again. If we can but find a means to remind them, to show them once more the promise that change holds for all, then this tragedy too shall pass into the past. We must pray that you are right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference, pending Sir Americ's final decision. Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest. Calosa, will you deliver my report to the Lord Commander in my stead? Get up, Amanalaine. You're going with her. Go on without me. I was not asking. You will answer for your actions in person. Is that clear? Yes, my lord. Come, Honoroi. Your manservant is not here. In fact, I have not seen him for some time. Huh? Honoroi? Honoroi? I could have sworn that he was... I'm gonna be quite honest. When I first did this, I literally shouted at the computer, if you touch one hair on Honoroy's head, game, I will personally end you. And here he is.
Honoa! No! What have they done to you? Honoa! Honoa!
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Honoa?
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Chirurgeon without delay.
Yeah, I'll just give him a little regen. He'll be fine. We can move him then.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces! Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
Amanalaine?
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
Amanalaine. Oh, baby.
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed.
Don't you dare touch Thancred. Not because Elvy is gonna get back at you, but because Thancred is gonna get back at you. And I really do like this scene.
Learn to live with it. I have.
I have. You lost Minfilia. And what did Amanelaine lose? His like his little ward got hurt. He got punched a little. What have you lost, Amanelaine? Oh, baby. Here you go, have a regen. There you go. Ah. We'll take care of you. Shadowland is just standing over him. I will take him to the Chirurgeons. It's the least I can do. You take care of that. I'll go make sure that Thancred isn't brooding over here now. Woo! I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. He was becoming hysterical. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself that you had no choice. But the past is the past, and there is naught to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this, it's just, but he... Thancred has lost all patience with Lord Amanelaine. Yeah. I've no desire to wait for the lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have important matters to attend to in Ishgard. Suppose we do. I was good. You know, I flew in here and had a talk with everyone, but this is a little more important. Let's take the fast route. That poor shivering Vieira. Just go inside, lady. Sorry, Mr. Roth. I was in your wake. Just did Ramu on Papali Polly. That's fine. You are still technically behind me. Oh yeah, I think I did Shiva. So yeah. When we got to around 10%, the Dragoon said, "What do I do? First time here." You say that at the beginning, Dragoon! You say it at the beginning! Oh, hello, Edmund. We received troubling reports from Falcon's Nest. What befell you there? Oh no. Well, time to explain what happened! Ha ha ha! Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you, Calosa. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. 'Tis rumored that my youngest's lack of judgment was to blame, of course. Such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? He ordered the man to stop her, and the man took it as kill her. So that is the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of those misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that too to be taken away. Is it any wonder that they were left bereft? Aymeric? For what was this sacrifice? For what was this sacrifice? Have we not to show for our suffering? I thought peace was a efficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmund, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our own peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it. Aye, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorifying in their excesses. A difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spur other disillusioned souls to retrace them. But, as you say, we dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and we are an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, but lies though they were, they did long serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet, we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises, to strengthen the ties between our nations and test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. We are warriors, after all. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies, a united Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nations' finest. Hosted by Ishgard in the shadow of the gates of judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true, but if we were to be defeated, though, even to hold our own against the cream of 3 nations might be presented as a triumph even then. Very well, you may count on my support, because I am a count, do you get it? For what little it is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son Amanelane take part in the grand melee. By his deeds as he brought some shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor. As you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, I have no time to lose. Calosa, we have no time to lose. Calosa, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you by chance see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he has not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. You got it. Sorry. So that is their solution. A grand melee to unite the people. And what part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You, whom they have taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come so heavily to rely. And will you oblige them when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? I will stand for my friends and comrades, but not a nation. A poor choice of words, for friends tried and true, then. The living and the lost. So for this grand melee, Sir Aymeric wishes to field a force comprising both his Temple Knights and Hilda's Watch, yes? Can only imagine what she would have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see for myself. Sorry, needed some water in my throaty doodle, because there was something in it. There was like a little piece of fluff that got in my throat. Well met, Calosa. Have you spoken with Sir Aymeric? I was aware of the Alliance's request. So, Sir Aymeric would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not once given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the Watch... Did he now? How considerate of Master Thancred to seek out our young Watch commander of his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray deliver this list of Watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable. Deliver the letter to Hilda. It was probably in the brim. The brim. No. I thought you had something to discuss with the first commander. It's okay, Thancred. Thancred's been telling me all about Sir Aymeric grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join in. It's nice of him to invite us at all, but I hope he knows what he's doing, cause we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Well, well, seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guest. Can't say I disagree with her choices, though. She's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon it'd inspire the lads if you were. Might take their minds off getting their eyes standing all. Think about it, eh? I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you? Thought not. On the assumption he is not to be found in his father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. I will search foundation and you the pillars. I should search for Aymeric in the pillars. Map. Oh. It's where they usually hang out. He and Anua. Carried Honoroy to the manor. Best chirurgeons are tending to him as we speak. He has yet to wake, but surely he will. So father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. A beloved family, always making decisions for me. What? No, it's not like that. It's just... Oh, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You are free to be the woman you want to be, whereas I'm a son of House Tom, don't you see? My future was determined before I was even born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was the way of it, until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose and for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their causes. But not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. Suppose I had convinced myself I was above it, until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw Honora, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame. But in the end, there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Sir Aymeric and I will make my own decision. I'm not gonna do what Father tells me to do. I'm gonna make my own choices. So I'm gonna go to Aymeric and tell him myself that I'm going to do what Father told me to do. I mean, I get it. It's supposed to be I'm doing it because I know what is right and not because Father told me, but it just is a little silly. Hey, Aymeric. No more excuses. This will be my choice and mine alone. The Lord Commander is not to be disturbed. I ask what matter demands his personal attention. I see. Very well, you may enter. Why is Thancred here? I guess we found him along the way.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Amanalain de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Aymeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Sounds awesome.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
Yeah, the Azure Dragoon Elvy. Wait, why are you looking at me?
An adventurer beholden to none who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory.
Yeah, the Azure Dragoon Elvy.
A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side.
Yeah, the Azure Dragoon Elvy. There is no one I'd rather have to fight by my
I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend? One more time.
One more time, Sir Aymeric. With the Azure Dragoon Elvy. You know what? Once more for old time's sake. Let's do this. Yes!
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages. A celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Let's do this. All right. I love how this is like an entire like mini game. It's so weird. It never comes up anywhere else. But whatever. We would not have come this far were it not for you, Calosa. It's been an honor and a privilege. Gods help me, I think I might be in love. I dare say I might be cheating too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. And did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? 'Twas a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotion. Still, honesty does him credit. For a moment I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause as well. But that would be improper. This is their fight, and yours, but not mine. And Elvy's. Look at everyone, they're out there, even little Nanamo. The grand melee is poised to begin and Lucia would not be late. Sir Aymeric informs me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The grand melee will be held here in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment and in sight of the capital. An announcement has been made and Allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of Ishgard are upon us, Calosa. We must not fail. A rare opportunity to see you pit yourself against Allied forces. Outside of Carton, perhaps. I would not miss this one for the world. This is a really fun part. I really do enjoy it. I agree. I agree, Elvy. Oh, you didn't want to fight for Ishgard, Alteron? Yeah, that's why it was like, I'm not fighting for the nation. I'm fighting for my friends. I'm fighting for the people like Hilda and Amanelaine and Arturiel and Aymeric. Let's just go at the Gates of Judgment. Yeah, I remember Alteron was saying it several times. I don't want to do this. Why do I have to do this? Are they making me do this? It was funny. But see, that makes sense for Elvy. Elvy would want to. Elvy's the Azure Dragoon. We could kind of, I'm showing it off, but we could kind of assume that this was Elvy's fight and Calosa and Aeonica were kind of off to the side in the bleachers. Probably. Heck, Calosa was probably on Gridania's side, and you'd have to beat the crap out of her. If it ain't it ain't often I-born dandies deign to fight alongside us hoi polloi. Like all our name days rolled into one, it is. Then again, it's our national pride that's at stake, national and personal. I ain't about to let a snotty-nosed lordling show me up. The second commander and Hilda's lieutenants shall see to the security of the city in my absence. The melee demands my undivided attention. Have fun, Jadelyn. You're not in the melee anyway. 'Tis a matter of pride for the Alliance as well. They will not scruple to send their best against us. Yet we must not be cowed. Too much rests on our success. Looks to be a veritable who's who of the Eleorzian Alliance. The only question is, who came to watch and who came to fight? Nanamo. Definitely Nanamo watches. Nanamo is definitely not fighting. There she is. I say, when you didn't appear, I began to question. Nothing, never mind. To think that we are mere moments away from facing the cream of Eorzea's soldiery in battle. That I am mere... But what if... What am I saying? I have to stop imagining the worst. I must think of victory, of the glory, of the stories I will tell Honoroy when he awakes. Yeah! Let's do this. I'm ready, old girl. Are you? What the fury, how could I forget? Father bid me present this to you. I know it's sudden, but I believe the men would find it inspiring if you bore the colors of House Tom into battle. Pray do us this honor, please. Yes! Our outfit is gonna be glamoured. Oh, jeez. Here I come! In-house for Tom Chainmail! Yeah! So stylish.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
Yeah, here it comes. I told you it's like a mini game. Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which an allied company of Ul'dun, Gridanian, and Ilminzan forces will be pitted against a company of Ishgardian forces. So it's not a 4-for-all, it's 3 people beating the crap out of us. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing company will be awarded tactical points. The first company to obtain the designated tactical rating of 100 points is declared the victor. During the Grand Melee, officiants may mark certain combatants with the Fury's Gaze, which will be indicted by an ethereal tether linking them to their company's flag. While defeating most combatants will award your company 1 tactical point, defeating marked combatants will award your company 10 tactical points. Marked combatants also possess enhanced attributes, rendering them more powerful and more difficult to defeat. Defending and defeating these combatants is the key to victory. This part is, it sounds weird.
And the glory of Ishgard.
Sorry, Aymeric. It seems weird and awkward and difficult, but honestly, that's not the difficult part of the fight. And then Nanamo on top of the tower.
All is ready then. Very well.
She gets a little stool to stand on.
Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
Here we go! Here's all of our friends. They are healable, so I can take care of them. Forward! Forward! Ishgard! Ishgard! Let's just murder a bunch of people all at once. The Fury's gaze is upon us! Calosa, Lord of Madeleine, attend to the mark at once! Oh, hello.
For Ishgard!
Cool.
Is that all you've got?
Pop a few little dots here and there. Ah, there we go. This is almost unfair. I'm not finished! Here, how about this? There we go. Thinning the herd. Oh, hey, Ricky. Come, Ishgardians, show us your mettle. Is that where I'll pawn? Oh, jeez. Ishgard, rally to the first commander! Why are you running away, lady? Come back! Come back! I love how they had to stop giving the enemy team more, like, Fury boosts because we've been absolutely annihilating them. I'm so sorry, Hulua. This is probably Calosa right here in our story. Yo, Pippin! Victory is within our grasp! Ishgard! Ishgard! Aye, that's the spirit. Flames, Adder's Maelstrom, forward!
Right there!
What the? The Fury's gaze has fallen upon General Robon and Elvy. I don't know what the E3 presentation is. I don't know anything about E3. Cyclops! Cyclops, everyone on your guard! Aw, jeez. All forces fall back! Thancred? Did you just punch a Cyclops in the eye? I mean, sure, why not? Continue the melee. I will deal with him. Thancred doesn't want anyone to interrupt Elvy's victory. Yeah, that was pretty badass. Daft sod. You heard the man. Back to it. All forces, form a line on Calosa, now! Sorry, on Elvy! On Elvy, now! Go, Elvy! I should have turned into a Dragoon just for this fight then. I'm sorry. That would have been awesome. Oh no, Robon's too strong now! Aymeric! Even one-armed! One-on-one fight! Well met, I will not lie, I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? Damn it all! No worries, Elvy's got this. 1v1 me, bro! You knocked back my boy! Elvy is ready for this. But the Fury, it's just the two of them in there. On your guard, Lord Amanalaine, our fight is not yet finished. That all you bastards got? Come on then, give us another. Whoop-de-doodle, nope. Oh, I still got hit. God, they just keep coming. We cannot yield. You hear me, old girl? Don't you dare lose. Oh, I don't like the look of that. Oh, I don't like the look of that. Waha, brilliant, brilliant. You are indeed the warrior of light. But I am the ball of Alamigo. What the? Oh no, I can't fight him like this. I need to take out these swords so his power isn't as strong. There we go. Strength, Elvy, strength! Now is your chance! Strike him down! Aye, alright, take your victory. You've earned it. Yeah! Just, Raubon just, worth. What? Can it be?
Did she win? Then we...
Hi!
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard!
For Ishgard! That was an Elvy shout. Also...
Well fought, my friend. You truly are the warrior of warriors. Thank the Fury you were on our side.
I love the Storm Commander Riki in the back just like, oh. Oh wait, I don't think you can see. I don't think you can see her, can you? No, you can't. There she is. What is it? Where? There we go. There she was. She was right in the back just going, oh, I can't believe we lost. Oh. Good job, Elvy.
My lungs are burning, and I can barely stand.
Hey, Madeline, how does it feel to finally be able to fight and be a warrior? For reals this time.
I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond.
Well, Elvy is actually part of the Maelstrom, so Riki in the back is just like, damn it, Elvy, why did you join that side? Ah! This is canon now.
The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
And now Madeline has been inspired by Elvy. Dun, 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 dun. You're waiting on him.
A truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them.
No, actually, we just wanted to kill all of you, and he just starts slashing them. Ha ha, it was the secret plot.
I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
Oh, Emmy, my little brother. Look at Elvy and Emmy just talking. Emmy is like, oh my goodness, now I'm gonna be a super cool warrior just like you, Elvy. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Raubarn. On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people. Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
Nanamo especially knows what happened, because she tried to change her country, and she nearly got killed for it.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way.
You know. I'm trying to be Elvy here. You know. Yeah.
Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them.
Jumps! That's how you do it. I'm really bad at Elvy. What? Do we need to get Calosa on hand?
Tis but a scratch, I assure you, and I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns.
Elvy's laughing. I'm really bad at this.
Make that 2 dozen. Still, as your stoner never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on, one at a time.
Yeah.
One day at a time. As Minfilia would have done.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Everyone learned a lesson today. That's the song about learning lessons. Sorry, the fake kicked in, but Thancred fell over, and then Alteron was like, did he get taken over by an Ascian again? Every time. Never gonna let him live it down. Yeah, Elvy ends up dragging Thancred over to Calosa anyway. No! No! Get a region, at least! Calosa, help! You're hurt! As long as I live, I shall never forget that duel. It was inspiring and humbling in equal measure. I feel honor-bound to point out, however, that my father was fighting one-handed. You know what, Pippin? I completely admit it. That is true. It would have been a spectacle to be able to fight him with both of his hands, but he probably still isn't 100% used to it. Those balls! I'd forgotten what it was like to feel so alive. Not since leaving the Blood Sands have I had the privilege. Not since the Bull of Alamigo hung up his swords. Back then, the outcome might have been different. But I do not begrudge you your victory. I know how far you've come, how much you've endured. Our fight only confirmed it. We shall have to do this again one day when time allows. I shall look forward to it. Now go. Go to the Ishgardians and celebrate your victory. You've earned it. Come, Pippin. Her Grace is expecting us.
Lead on, Father.
Be gone, a thought. Oh, is he gone? He's gone. It won't even let me pull him up so I can ban this bitch. Yeah. He's just disappeared. They're becoming smarter. They're becoming smarter. Now we can't ban them because they've already done something weird. Let's see if I can pull it up again. Doop-a-doop. Yeah, it says error when loading. So this guy. There we go. Sorry, I can't do anything. They've gotten smarter. They know what we've been doing. Where's Thancred again? Thancred, where'd you go? Oh, he was outside. See, this is what happens when you look at bots and try to ban them. I gotta walk all the way back, and then I gotta talk to Thancred, who's probably getting cured by me. Yeah, I gotta give you at least one regen, otherwise Elvy would kill me. There we go. That was just another battle for you, I bet. But for my lot, it wasn't so much fighting as the not tripping over each other's feet. His lordship might think about laying on some actual training for us next time. That's for the mechanist class quests. The messengers have already been dispatched. Let us pray that this victory has the desired effect. I confess it stung my pride to be brushed aside so easily, but when the flames subsided and I saw you standing there triumphant, there was only gladness in my heart. Said your goodbyes? In all my years I've known Rabon, I cannot recall ever seeing him look so happy in defeat. Well, everything seems to be falling in place, does it not? The Ishgardians have claimed their symbolic victory, and the Eorzean alliance has been strengthened in the process. Be proud, Elvy. You made this happen. You have learned the emote victory! So here we go. We have... What is it? V-pose. There we go. Or, our favorite... We gotta get Elvy out here. Yeah! Sir Aymeric is beaming with pride. We have done it, nay, you have done it. You've brought the victory we so desperately needed. There is naught left but to return to the capital. Come, let us see what reception awaits us. For those we lost, for those we can yet save, accepted. Here it comes. Emmanuel. See you around.
My lord!
Honorwa, my boy. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Thank you for your concern, my lord. But I have largely recovered from my ordeal, and I have naught but several scars to show for it, which I have been told some women may find appealing.
Become a man come summer.
I see. And to think I was worried sick of you.
I'm not sure I understand, my lord.
Well, let's put that theory to the proof, shall we?
My lord?
'Twould seem that a great many things have occurred in my absence. I thought I might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
I love if you heard in the background and Madeleine was like, well, let's put that theory to the test. And he's like, wait, what? Let's go find you some women to make out with on Raw. I love them. They're so cute. Tiny Ellison, babe. Yes, I love him.
The messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee. I cannot well describe our elation when we heard the news. It called to mind the day we rejoined the Eorzean Alliance, and I glimpsed hope rekindled in the eyes of the people.
The Fury herself ushers us into a new era. Sir Aymeric, the time is now.
We've got this.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the conference and summon Vidofnir to Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with Hraesvelga's brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yes, Lord Commander.
I will send word to Artoirel and bid him resume preparations. Emanuele, you will place yourself at your brother's disposal. He'll be glad of your assistance.
Oh, Artoirel still believes in him. He's like, yeah, you can do it, Mr. Emanuele.
Let's do this! That's how Calosa does it!
No stopping it now, is there? We should inform Y'shtola and the others.
Y'shtola.
My dear friend, I doubt I will ever be able to thank you enough. But when the conference is successfully concluded, I damn well mean to try.
What? What? Elvy is just like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Ah! Calosa, I don't understand. What did he mean? Calosa, help! They say you dueled General Raubon with it in a ring of flames. I do not think the man so ostentatious. Would that I could have seen it. After we parted ways in Matoya's cave, I returned here to speak with Tataru. We agreed to tell the others that only that our search for Minfilia has reached an impasse. I subsequently learned that you had left for Falcon's Nest, but I thought it best to keep to myself for a time. I am wont to rely on you overmuch when we are together, and I needed to think. To reflect. I still do, I suspect, but matters here seem to be coming to a head. In short, there are some things I feel I must say, though nothing so urgent that it cannot wait until after the conference. So let us make for Falcon's Nest and see if Lord Artorial has need of our assistance. Sounds like a plan! Let's just teleport to Falcon's Nest this time. I love that that the Conga mottos just have two little feetsies. You can see just 2 feet, and then they walk on them. Conga mottos are my favorite. They're my absolute favorite. As Sir Aymeric hoped, Ishgard's success at the Grand Melee has done much to restore the people's faith in this endeavor. Look on their faces, Calosa. Nervous yet hopeful. Expectant, in a word. Is that merchant again? While I am here, my family are at home celebrating the birth of our grandson. Though it pains me to be so far away, my wife insisted that one of us attend the ceremony, to tell the boy of this day when he is old enough to understand. The world he will know as an adult shall be much changed if Sir Aymeric's conference succeeds, and if each and every one of us lends him our support. Proud patriot. Did you hear how Ishgard trounced the Alliance forces in the Grand Melee? Ha! I knew they would be no match for us! All credit to the Lord Commander, I say. I know some still had their doubts about his watch initiative, but who can argue with results like that? And this lowborn Ute again. I haven't forgotten about what happened. But everyone else seems so willing to give Sir Aymeric another chance, so I will too. You gonna say anything, sir? Where's Alone? I was beginning to think that scaffold would never get used. We worked like beasts to build the bloody thing in time, only for the protest to delay everything. Better late than never, anyway. Well, I'm glad. Oh, and modest matron, let's hang out with this lady. I held on to the anger for so long. It was the only way I could cope with my husband's passing. But my daughter, stubborn as she is, insisted that we attend. I never thought this day would come, never wanted it, never needed it. But when I saw all these young faces, for Then's sake then, perhaps for his memory too. You'll see, Mother. You'll see. Well met, Mistress Whispersong, and thank you for looking after my brother. They say he fought bravely, that he did not dishonor his house. But you, my lady, we owe you everything. As you can see, we have made every effort to strike while the iron is hot. We have made our intentions known, and all that would be welcome to attend. And so they came. By the grace of the Fury, they came. The ceremony will not be a lengthy affair, but there is much to be done. I'd speak to you once more, but I must see to my duties. As for you and Master Alphino, you will do naught but enjoy yourselves. Is that clear? If any dare beg your assistance again, I will have words. Yo, Alfie. Well, there you have it. We have been forbidden from meddling. Shall we wait, or have you other matters to attend to before the ceremony begins? I do like that they have that. Excellent. I only hope Thancred and the others will not be late. Epochal events do not come around very often. Hey, even yeah, there they are. Kyle and Thancred in the back. Oh, and there's Y'shtola too. Yeah! Hey, Kyle!
The appointed hour approaches.
Aye.
She survived.
She begged leave to watch the proceedings. I saw no reason not to grant it.
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Have I ever done otherwise?
How long it hath been since our peoples met thus, children of Thordan, even by our reckoning.
Vidofnir, daughter of Hraesvelga, we give thanks for your visit, and bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood which they yearn to see restored.
Ours too yearn for such a restoration, and they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer. Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken to me. Since the days of Eld, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand, Our peoples have known only war. Bloodshed without end. Losses beyond counting, and still we fought. And still we fought. Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we, the living, can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live. So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them a new legacy. Life.
Earnest aid.
Betwixt our peoples yawneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss, wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace, inscribed in stone for generations to come.
Shiva and graceful.
Father and his beloved, as they were so long ago, happy and at peace. The dream they shared shall be ours once more.
Just as long as you don't eat anyone.
Never!
What? What? Who the? Vidofnir!
Your bow!
What the? It just shattered in midair. Oh god. It hugs eyes.
Child of Dravania, art thou grown so forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thordan? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace? Hearken unto me, all of you! The final chorus is nigh, and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution.
That's not Estinian's words. It must be.
Till the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall escape my wrath. None shall escape my revenge.
7 hells.
Oh, jeez. we can turn it back into Nidhogg?
Damn you, Nidhogg.
Elvy's so pissed! That was my friend!
Hells, take that worm! While he lives, we'll never know peace.
Aye! There'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone!
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg!
Oh, I can definitely heal dragons. Vidofnir will live. It's okay. I can definitely heal her. Don't worry, Aqua. She'll be fine. Yeah. Dragoon's just, here we go again. Aw, shit. Here we go again. There they go, the last of the guests. Having come hither with hope in their hearts, they depart with hatred and bloodlust. Until the moment I saw him strike, I still held some hope that what you had seen in Azaslaw was an illusion, perhaps. But he acted without hesitation, as did Sir Aymeric. For a mercy, Vidofnir's wound was not mortal, or so Lucia tells me. The dragon was spirited away to Adix's shrine to receive care from her brethren. We can but hope her recovery is swift. Thank you for your first aid. But such was surely Nidhogg's intent, to deliver a proclamation not only to the children of Thordan, but to his kindred. War is coming, and ye who do not stand with us stand apart. She was an example, a message to her brood, another instrument of its vengeance. Augustinian. Oh. So, here's a little fun fact that you guys have heard. Best thing that happened. Okay, so, back when Heavensward first came out, we all played it and enjoyed it, since pre-order time and everything. And we saw Estinian get showered in Nidhogg's blood. And like the entire time, Rian and I were like, yo, dude, friend, buddy, pal, Estinian, wash your armor. He didn't wash his armor. And then he got turned into Nidhogg and flew away. But the best part is that when Heavensward came out, the people, Square Enix finally decided we need to take a long break and let the developers go to see their families. So they took a giant hiatus. It was like 3 months of no extra content because Yoshi P said, I don't care what anyone says, we are sending our workers home so that they can live and be happy humans. So they went home, and we had a huge span. So, this is the time we see Nidhogg again. It has been, I swear to you, nearly a year And all of us were laughing. Rian and I, we were like, he finally came back. Not even Nidhogg wants to wash his own blood off of himself. He's just gonna bathe in it all over. It's just, jeez. Nidhogg, Estinian, wash yourselves off. Estinkian. That's what Elvy knows. Estinkian, that's his whole life. Anyway, that's the secret. That's the secret that we knew when this first came out. And now you know it too. When I said I wished to speak with you after the conference, I confess I envisioned rather happier circumstances. If anything, however, this latest tragedy makes the need more pressing. There are things I must say. Not to the warrior of light, or even to my fellow Scion, but to you, Calosa, my friend. But not here, no. But of course, the Intercessory in Camp Dragonhead is still open to us. Let us go there. Oh man, don't make me go to Camp Dragonhead and make me cry. Oh yeah, the Intercessory is down here. So we might as well just jump down. More peeps. Hi, peeps. Greetings, madame. Shall I show you inside? Yes, you may.
Forgive me. That took longer than expected. You seem puzzled. Oh, these. I thought something warming might not go amiss.
Yeah, sounds nice.
It was not all that long ago that we sat here, you and I. In our very own falling snows, as Lord Horshvon called it. I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azelle too. I had such hopes for her. Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight. And why we die. Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore. I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was.
Yeah?
I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him.
Yeah.
When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Aymeric and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Aymeric is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not. We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try.
Sure, I'll try. I don't know if I'll try a lot, but I'll try. For those we can yet save. To aid those in need. That is what a true knight would do. It's what Archifant would do.
Lord Orchefant would be proud. I knew you would understand. Together, we will surely find a way.
Oh, Alfie, yeah. I do like that even when Alfie gets like beaten and pushed down and stuff, he still manages to be, how do you say it? Try. He still manages to keep trying. Doesn't just give up. Thank you, Calosa. It is unfair of me to unburden myself in this matter, time after time, but I am glad that you permit me nonetheless. You are my true friend and ally. Though not all of our fellow Scions would support our stance on Estinian, I have faith that we will win them over in due course. Such is the infectious power of hope. Right. That is enough solemn introspection for one day. I think we could both benefit from some time in the company of Tataru. She stays for us at Fortune Manor. Let us not keep her waiting any longer. Well, I might have to keep her waiting a little bit longer. Because Alteron reminds me that we can visit Harshafon's grave on a stream. There we go. We are not visiting his stream. So let's go. Let's go visit his place. It is this. We have to go up north a little further, and then right here. Small. And there he is. What? It's Francel. Hello again, old friend. It doesn't get any easier, does it? No, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. If it wasn't for our chiffon, Francel would be dead. Taru.
Well, Alphino certainly seems to be in better spirits. Do we have you to thank for this?
Yeah, maybe a little. But it's mostly Alphino just being Alfie. Yeah, I saw that picture. It was really good, Elvy. I think you put it on your Twitter. I'm sorry, I don't got a Twitter. Yet again, we walk an all too familiar path. I'm reminded of when we first came to this manor. Lost and uncertain, we were granted succor in our hour of need. We were saved. Now it is our turn to return the favor.
Hear, hear! Let no one say that the Scions do not repay their debts. After all, what kind of people would we be if we first struck our friends? If we stopped looking for Ina and Papa Limo? Or if we gave up hope of bringing Minfilia back?
Though she knew it would cost her dearly, Minfilia reached out to us to deliver a message. She believed it was imperative that we understand the true nature of this star, of the rift between Zodiac and Hydaelyn, and of the Ascians' aspirations. But for all that we have revealed, I cannot shake the suspicion there is much more we have yet to learn. In any event, I think it's time we step back from the fray and carefully consider our next course of action. It will not be easy to turn this tragedy into triumph, but we will find a way. We will. We will. Now, there's battle stance. Now we can prepare for battle against a Nidhogg.
Of all the ways for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage. Enough to fuel a 1,000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis and understand what it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve. That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still, to the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
You really are. That warrior of darkness guy.
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will. For all our sins, for all our scars, the future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp. But it would be bought at a heavy price. For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raise their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Forton, Heavensward, the gears change. And that... Oh, one more. Oh, it's Ida and Papalima again. Caution, Ida. That is all I ask. Do not be so eager to place your faith in them. Not until we know more. What could be going on with them? This guy be a person with a mask. And that is the end of Heavensward 3.2. So we're on to 3.3, the Dragon Song War. Oh, also, I forgot. Flesh Beastance. It's time for us to ready ourselves against the evil of Nidhogg. Woo! Oh, also, Alteron says, Warrior of Darkness. More like Warrior of Dorkness. Got him. Ah, Mistress Whispersong, it is well that you are here. You are wanted within. I believe Master Alphino wishes a word with you. Sounds like a plan. Welcome, Mistress Whispersong. Shall I show you inside the manor? find a way. I just know we will.
Ah, Calosa, there you are. Have you a moment? There is something I would fain discuss. I must ask that you recall the events which unfolded at the peace conference, though I dare say you would sooner forget them. My mind returns again and again to the moment when Nidhogg appeared before the crowd in the guise of a Stynian. It was a sight to chill the soul, but one which gave me reason to hope that our friend might not be beyond salvation. When you described his fateful transformation at Azazla, I feared him lost forever. But the mere fact that some semblance of his former self endures must surely count for something. Alas, I have no evidence to support this impression. Thus did I turn to Y'shtola and Kryl for a more empirical appraisal. And full glad am I that I did, for it would seem they have some observations of their own to share. The ladies have saved us a table at the Forgotten Night. Shall we go? Oh yeah, I need a drink. Excellent. Let us not keep our honored colleagues waiting. I just found out you can sit in the armchairs at the Rising Stones. Yes! Those really big. Oh yeah, the big ones that are in Minfilia's room. Yeah, you can definitely sit in them. It's so good. Why did you jump down that? Don't ask questions. The name does this establishment a disservice. Remarkably few of its patrons seem inclined to drink their way to oblivion. I do begin to see why Tataru chose to work here. Hey, Kryl! Hey, it's been a while.
We have kept you waiting over long, I fear.
Question, why did you jump down instead of using the stairs, Dragoon? Okay, that explains it.
Not to worry, Alphino. We had some rather fine mulled wine to keep us company. Truth be told, you could have delayed your arrival a few moments more.
No, I need this mulled wine. Give me the mulled wine.
Gibrion got the spicing just right this time. His latest batch is not only delicious and warming, but soothing to the humours.
Yeah!
Indeed. But 'twas not to soothe our humours that we gathered here.
Ah, no, quite right. The matter of that poor dragoon.
The poor dragoon? Yeah, okay, well, sure. We'll go with that.
You have discovered something. A means to save him?
Alfie?
Let us not jump to conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
Yes.
Pray, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's transformation. Do you recall how you described it to us? You spoke of the sudden pangs which racked his body when he took up both of Nidhogg's eyes, and of how his form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the Great Worm.
Well, to be fair, Nidhogg is always kind of like dark scales, so, but whatever.
When he appeared at Falcon's nest, the worm's eyes were fused to his mail.
Would that only his armor had been corrupted. Snaking forth from the eyes, I descried dark tendrils which entangled his very being. His ether has been all but smothered.
It's gone.
Then he is lost to us forever?
What did I just say about jumping to conclusions? Y'shtola clearly stated all but smothered.
There's one little part left.
As I later discovered, her impression matched my own. Though Nidhogg's presence filled my mind's eye, beneath his seething aura, I sensed the merest hint of something else. And after listening to Y'shtola's observations, I became more certain of my suspicion that the something else I'd sensed was, in fact, the trace of a different will. submerged in the sea of Nidhogg's rage.
So there's still a part of him that's fighting.
You mean...
Yes, 'tis like that Estinian spirit yet lingers.
Can we not wrest him from Nidhogg's grasp, then? Tear the eyes from the armor?
We know not if that would serve to separate Worm's soul from man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
Yeah, no one has really stuck a worm's, like, eye inside their body or anything.
Should it offer even the faintest hope of success, then by the gods, I shall be the first to try.
Alphino, by all means, hold fast to your hope, but be mindful of the dangers.
It wouldn't do if you ended up dead too.
Even should you succeed in excising the eyes from the Dragoon's mail, we have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so violent a separation. And that is to say nothing of the possibility that his would-be savior might become Nidhogg's next host.
But what other choice remains to us? Should the opportunity present itself, I will tear those foul orbs from Estinian's armor and trust in the resilience of his soul, even at the risk of mine own.
Alphino, got a family to take care of.
Ah, I found you at last.
Oh, all right. Look at this tiny babe. With your cute little scar.
A messenger of the Temple Knights came to the manor some few hours past. The Lord Commander humbly requests the company of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
Sir Aymeric would speak with us. Very well, thank you, Onawa.
Bow.
'Twould seem duty calls. Pray see to yours, and we shall return to ours.
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kryl. Your words have given me hope where there was none. Come then, Sir Aymeric awaits.
Alphino is allowing his feelings for this Dragoon to cloud his thoughts. I worry he may do something rash. Keep an eye on him, would you?
Definitely. Because Estinian ain't worth all this effort. I mean, yeah. Midgard's armor.
They think more of their friends' deliverance than their foes' defeat. But will history commend their fealty or condemn their folly?
Dun dun dun.
The conference held at Falcon's Nest was to be a celebration of the reconciliation twixt man and dragon. But the lingering shade of Nidhogg, clad in the flesh of the Azure Dragoon, did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind. A timely atrocity to remind the children of Ishgard that the Dragonsong War was far from over. And when fear gave way to fury, the call to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Let's hope it doesn't turn into death to other dragons. Yeah, thanks, Alteron. I thought maybe if I broke both my legs jumping down, they'd actually put some chairs down here. And thank you, Elvy, for the Dragoon. Dragoon. Why did you jump? Answer, Dragoon. Always Dragoon.
And yeah, I don't know. Someone just sent me a tell that says, and I was like, okay. Yes? What news has Sir Aymeric to share with us, I wonder? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Might Sir Aymeric perchance to have received word of a Dravani in advance? Or mayhap they have located a Stynian... That is to say, mayhap Nidhogg has been found. Come, I would hear what the Lord Commander has to say. I was like, hey, everything okay? Yup. Okay. Bye. I need to turn off. I think you can turn off sounds when you get tells.
My friends, I thank you for coming.
What's up, Aymeric?
You have had news of Nidhogg?
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found no trace of the Great Worm.
We dispatched an elite unit of dragoons to reconnoiter the churning mists, but even they returned empty-handed.
A pity.
Fear not, Alphino. We shall see the worm again soon enough. His words at Falcon's Nest attest to that. Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak?
With all haste. I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the Knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
Nani?
What then would you have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster will repel him. That being the case, we must needs recruit an ally of equal strength.
You speak of Hraesvelgr?
Yep.
I do. To whom else could we turn?
That he is Nidhogg's equal, I do not deny, nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive creature to do battle with his own brood brother will be... How shall I put this?
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelgr's unwillingness to involve himself in the affairs of men. But much has changed since your visit to Somal, and if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Whatever price the dragon asks of me, I shall pay it. Such was my oath, to defend the people of Ishgard. Come what may, my friends, the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of church and state. Will you help me discharge this final duty?
We will, my lord. Though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success. Come then. We will depart at your leisure.
Thank you. Both of you. The city is yours, First Commander.
My lord, we shall pray for your swift return.
To check. I think I can. Because, like, if people... I know people send me stuff on the free company, and so, like, if someone wants to send me some stuff during the stream, sure, why not? But I gotta make sure that I fix it up so that it doesn't pop during cutscenes. I somehow doubt that Hraesvelgr will be pleased to see us, but for Estinian's sake, and for that of countless others, suppose we must risk his displeasure. It grieves me to impose upon you in this manner, but you of all people will understand the threat we now face.
It is no imposition, Sir Aymeric. To Calosa and I, Ishgard is as a second home. After the many battles we have fought and the bonds we have forged, the plight of your nation has become our own. If there is aught we can do to aid in its salvation, then pray oppose all you must.
You are true friends.
Shall we begin our task then? We have no way of knowing when Nidhogg's shade will strike, but we must assume that time is not our ally.
Indeed. With that in mind, I have taken the liberty of dispatching a messenger to inform Mistress Tataru that you will be escorting me to Som-Al. I confess I did not provide the exact details of our destination, as they are as yet unknown to me.
We will summon Hraesvelgr at Zenith in the churning mists. Ere we begin our ascent, however, I think it best that we pay a visit to Annex Shrine.
You seek an advantage in the coming negotiations?
I do. I would consult with Vidofnir. I propose this in part out of concern for her condition. Were she to succumb to her wounds, it would have grave consequences for our alliance. That apart, she may be able to provide insight into her sire's current state of mind.
Well reasoned. To the Dravanian forelands, then. There we go. Notification sounds. Turn tell off. There we go. Send me tells, everyone. There you go. Tell me how much of a loser I am. There we go. But then again, now if people send me tells, I may not hear them, so... I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh wait, why am I even here? We're teleporting to Annex Shrine. Now why am I here? We're teleporting to Annex Shrine. Thank you. Cheese me. Cheese. There we go. Sorry. Oh. Oh, now they're gone. Okay, that's fine. They're in a dungeon. I wanted to tell them that they could talk to me now without bothering anyone. But that's okay. Maybe later. Boop! Ah, 'tis the warrior of warriors and her companions. What bringeth you to mine abode? Pray forgive us for disturbing your recuperation, Vidofnir. I hope your wound does not pain you overmuch. Didst thou imagine me close to death? The thrust was deep, but not mortal. I will heal with time. Full glad am I to hear it. You were the guest of honor at our conference, and we failed in our duty of protection. On behalf of Ishgard, I apologize unreservedly. I am a dragon full grown, and thou thought to protect me, mortal. I was tempered by the fires of battle ere thy great-grandsire learned to crawl. Thy words do remind me of a knight whom I called friend some 1,000 years past. He swore to defend me from harm and hardship. Would that we could return to that era of peace, when man and dragon knew such comradeship. Would that our very effort to do so were not undone by an ancient rancor. For a truth, there can be no peace while Nidhogg's shade yet lingereth. That much is plain, yet we lack the strength to banish him. Thus do we make for Som-Al, to beseech the aid of your sire once more. Folly, thou knowest as well as I how he will answer. Hraesvelgr's heart remains unchanged then. A pity. But if it is folly to hope, I am content to die a fool. As hath ever been the way with thy kind. Go then, but be warned. The Shade's presence hath driven his minions into frenzy. Thank you, Vidofnir. We shall disturb your rest no longer. Bow. Alright, we out. I can. time. Hey! They are not in a restricted area anymore. Lucia's report describes Annick's shrine in detail, but her words fail to convey the overwhelming strangeness of standing here in the demons of dragons. Alphino seems eager to press on, winning over the worm. Though I expected no better answer from Vidofnir, I take pleasure from having been proven right. It would seem that our presence at Zenith will be every bit as unwelcome as I'd anticipated. But what is the ire of one great worm if to a trio of self-confessed fools such as ourselves? Let us begin our ascent. After you, Sir Alphino. Scout ahead if you wish, Calosa. We shall join you outside Mogholm. There we go. Also, Papali Polly just sent, my sweet noble cousin bade me tell you that Calosa is stupid and nowhere near as cool and awesome as Chale. And you know what? I know. Calosa knows Chale is a much better summoner than Calosa is. Why am I doing this? Why don't I just teleport to Mogholm? Also, yeah, isn't it so strange of all this stuff, says the guy with a stab wound. Oh. Oh. The tell was because I looked good. Thanks. That's very sweet of you. Thanks, sir. The Lord Commander seems lost for words. Not that I can blame him. I recall being similarly awestruck when I first beheld this vista. It's even better in the day, just saying, and when it's not so foggy and cloudy. I heard tales of the world above the clouds, but never did I dream. One's mind paints a pale picture of its majesty. Few live to see such wonders. I'm reminded of my first visit to this peak, when Estinian and Ysael yet walked at our side. Moogle! Gupapao? Is that you, Calosa? Hey! If it isn't Don't tell me you forgot my name, Capo! After all we've been through together! But at least you remember me. You do remember me, don't you, Calosa? Uh-oh, time to take a test. Of course I do, Moghan. Phew! He seemed a bit hesitant for a moment there, but I'm sure you were just finally recalling the time we camped near Zenith, right, Capo? The way you can remember is that Moglin is the chief. You'll think about Moglin first because he was the chief Moogle, but it's not Moglin because he's a chief, so it must have been Moghan. There you go. That's the secret. That's how you can tell. You got this. Of course, Moghan. But putting our shared history to the side, what brings you and your friends to Mogholm, Capo? Well, I mean, we were just going to talk with Hraesvelgr. Another audience with old Hraesvelgr? Well, I hope you brought the horn, Capo. With the winds as gentle as they are, a good loud toot should reach the Great Worm's ears easily enough. That's good to hear, Moghan. Thank you. We had best press on to Zenith while the winds are in our favor. Bye-bye! Now that was unexpected, Capo. Chieftain Moglin will want to hear about this.
And before we meet up with Hraesvelgr, let's meet as a carpenter. The Moogles are actually very deft with their fingers. And we were able to work together with House Zamail in order to make a new home for dragons and humans to live together. And here's Barlens with Mogek the Marvelous, Master Mogzin, and Tarason.
Calosa, you're back! I'm overjoyed to see you again. What brings you to Barlens?
How fare you of late?
How kind of you to ask, Capo. Ever since Gulimbusti came by with his gentle old and helpful self, everything's been right as rain. My only complaint is that Oldie's constantly roaring has left me with a terrible headache. You don't think you could talk to him about that, could you? More importantly, the restoration of Zedith is well nigh complete, Capo. Needless to say, we couldn't have done it without the knowledge and aid of our new friends, the Vath and the Gundu. Just you wait for it, Calosa. We'll show you our thanks by building something that'll have the whole realm standing in awe and amazement.
You have my thanks, lass, for freeing Gulimbusti from his madness and for leading Mogzin and Oldie safely back to Barlens. You'll be pleased to hear that Mogzin is more industrious than ever, and Oldie's roars are so mighty one would think he was a dragon thrice and again his actual size. Ah, how my grandchildren have grown. But forgive this old man his sentimental ramblings. Rest assured I will see that none shirk their duties until Zenith is restored to its former glory.
Yeah! Here's Oldie.
Calosa, Mogzin told me you had a great feast and danced night and day, and no one could be bothered to tell me? Mighty Oldie would not overlook this dishonor. Yes, Mogzin will feel a roar so mighty it will knock the palm clear off his head.
Oh, the Moogles are dancing! Even the dragons are dancing! Little! Oh, baby! The Moogles are doing a little dance. Here we go, let me see if it's... I forget the dance. I have to look it up on emote. There's so many of these. Moogle dance! It's just Mog dance, I thought it was. Yeah! Yeah! Do the dance! Do the Mog dance! Woo! Moogle dance! Moogle dance! Oh, look at them! They're doing it too! All the Moogles are dancing with the people! Yeah! View the engraving. Yeah! Unity and brotherhood, now and forevermore. Mogzin, Calosa Whispersong, Tarason de Zamail, Oldit, Marish de Archon, Mogin, Gulimbusti. Yay! And at the end of the day, you get a good little mount. Where is it? It's easy to find. Cloud Mallow. While cloud mallows grow naturally in the churning mist, some of the inhabitants of Mogholm have spent generations cultivating their own seeds to allow for stronger stems and larger yields of mallow puffs, a sprinkling of which can stimulate even the most lethargic of Moogles to work with unbridled joy.
Without my cloud mallows, I can't do anything.
The only problem is that when I use it, as with my dress, you can easily get upskirt shots, so you should only use this when you have pants. So, be careful of that. Oh, I forgot. Mount. Add to favorites. Nice. There you go. Boing. Yo! Sorry, I'm a carpenter right now. Now I am a white mage. Whoop. We must win Hraesvelgr to our cause. Fail in this and Ishgard's fate is all but sealed. Pray, sound the horn, Calosa. Let's do it. I'm glad you like it. I like the Moogle quests. Oh, that doesn't look good. That actually looks pretty angry. Oh, maybe it just, maybe the weather just happened to change. You dare summon me again, mortals?
Great Racevelga, 'tis not lightly that we beg this audience. Pray hearken to our words, for they concern the future of man and dragon both.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings, Racevelga. I am Aymeric de Burrell, acting ruler of the nation of Ishgard. I am come before you to parley on behalf of my people.
To parley? Thinkest thou thy purpose unclear to me? Thou art come to beg mine aid in the battle against the shade of my brood brother.
You foresaw mine intent.
I but read that which is writ plain in thine eyes. Would that thou had wit enough to scry the answer in mine. My beloved Shiva did once build a bridge twixt man and dragon, a bridge which thy treacherous forefathers saw fit to tear down, as thou well knowest. Thinkest thou Nidhogg was alone in despairing at the murder of my brood sister? Thinkest thou mine own soul did not cry out for vengeance? Know then that upon that cursed day my heart did wither in my breast, and thy kind became unto me the harbingers of despair. Tis only Shiva's gentle dream that preventeth me from flying at Nidhogg's shoulder. Be grateful that I swore to abjure aggression ere I consumed her. Yeah, thanks for reminding us of the fact that... Was she into it? I'm just asking. No, never mind. I permit my children to offer or deny thee aid as thou see fit, to warn thy people of my brood brother's coming. Thou wouldst dare ask more of me, but affirmeth thine incurable arrogance.
We understand that in your despair at man's betrayal, you seek only the refuge of solitude. But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope?
Perceivest thou such light in the dusk of mine existence?
I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear a Zell upon your back?
Issail, piteous deluded Issail. The child did lament her past sins and sought to balance the scales with her remaining days. 'Twas her unquenchable passion, so alike to that of my beloved, which did spur me into flight. And for mine own part, I would countenance no longer the hands of evil men to use my brood brother's eye for ill.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins and those who perpetuate them. Interesting.
Alphino! That's interesting! Wow, you're being a little smug to the guy who can, like, chomp you in half.
It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole. Rather, you weigh our respective merits by how we allow the past to influence our future.
Spare me thine idle sophistry. Even were there a mote of truth in thy reasoning, what of it? Wouldst thou have me slay mine own sibling to save a city of mortals?
Should we suffer ties of blood to bind our hands, then? Nay, if the crime is one of unconscionable evil, we must needs condemn it, even should the transgressor be our closest kin.
Oh!
When my father corrupted himself and his followers with the power of a primal, I beseeched the warrior of light to slay him, an act alike to patricide. That he did not die by my hand matters little. If anything, it heaps greater disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish proportions, which I hold the greater crime. Thus did I order his execution, sparing the lives of my people and yours.
And so there you go. The whole thing I've been trying to mention about Hraesvelgur is that this guy is saying, I'm not going to do anything, but that just means that all of his children are going to constantly be murdered and die for a thing that he refuses to try to stop. Because he's a whiny baby.
Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare. What is more, he has taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest friend to defeat my direst foe, I will not flinch from my duty.
Thou wouldst strike down thy friend, and by example of thy righteousness persuade me to break mine oath and kill my kindred. Finally! Midgard Sormer. Heed me, my child. The servants of Hydaelyn envision a different outcome. They intend salvation not only for Ishgard, but for the doomed Dragon Slayer as well. They do. I'm just saying, it took Midgard Sormer a while to start, like, smacking his kids upside the head. Hey! Hey! Wake up! Start doing stuff! Yeah, but anyway.
Believest thou this shade to be Nidhogg returned? Is it not merely a manifestation of his vengeance, the shadow cast by thy brood brother's rage? I would not command thee, but ponder well thy course, lest it lead thee unto greater remorse. While this shade of vengeance remains, the future will ever be uncertain. Nidhogg's transformation to rage incarnate is, in part, of mine own doing. I rendered unto him mine eye, and empowered his revenge thereby. But 'tis the purity of my brood brother's wrath that lendeth him his all-surpassing might. Hast thou the strength of will to stand against so terrible a shadow, I wonder? 'Twould seem I must put thee and thy companions to the proof. I shall await thee in the ruins wherein Ratatoskr once dwelled. Heed well the words of my children, and hasten thee to the place of thy trial. The Moogies. The Moogs are here. Another day, another trial. Such ordeals must seem almost mundane to you by now. Well, that I could say the same. I believe I spied a wyvern landing just outside the palace. It is doubtless one of the children of whom Hraesvelgr spoke. Come, my friends, let us not keep our escort waiting. For the sake of Ishgard, I shall overcome whatever trial is placed before me, and I have no doubt you will do the same, Calosa. My broodmates and I shall bear you to the place of your trial. Make your preparations. And there we go. Use the duty finder to enter Sor Kai. And we will do that next time. Actually, for now, we should probably get ourselves all situated. Before we finish, we have a little bit of time. It's just 3 hours, but we can take another minute to work out the power and the strength. And we are and Calosa is going to spend this time working with Ardashir and Geralt and improve her weapon. So next time we're gonna be here. We're gonna get our weapon. We're gonna get into Sor Kai. And we're gonna be prepared to fight Nidhogg. Thanks so much for coming by, everyone. Oh wait, there we go. John, there we go. Nice. I'll see you guys around next time, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming. Yeah, thanks for streaming. Thanks for coming. Anyway, yeah. One more time. Bye-bye.